Hello everyone, welcome back to the Floor Play channel. I'm Bella.
I'm Jace. Before we get into today's video, make sure to leave this video a like. It really helps us out. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss when we post a video. It's free to you and it helps us out a ton. And then comment down below if you guys have any questions about today's video at the end, or any videos you want to see from us in the future, and that way we can get around to them. So today's video is going to be all about YCP, Young Couples Party in Chicago. This video is not going to be super long, so if you want a really in-depth, detailed version, you can make sure to listen to our podcast. That's like almost 40 minutes long. But we are going to talk about all of our favorite things and give you a little bit of highlights about what Young Couples Party is like.
We were lucky enough to be invited to go to Young Couples Party, and so thank you to YCP for inviting us out and letting us experience your guys' club. A super unique thing about YCP is that they have a membership portal. So you do have to be a member of their website to be able to even get access to go to the parties. And this membership website was very much like Instagram or Facebook, but for their community. It's like, imagine any of the other swinger dating sites, but this one is very updated and it looked very chic, very new, and very user-friendly. Because of all the features that it had on the website, it was really easy to get to know everybody in the community on that website, and it really made for a tight-knit community as well. Another unique thing is they had different virtual classes that you could do, or virtual online community events. So they had a yoga class, they had a shibari class one time, they had a just everybody group together and talk, they had workout classes, and that was really cool, really unique, something we've never seen on a swinger dating site before.
One of the biggest questions I feel like people are going to want to know about this being a young couples party is, what is the age range, what is the demographic? The age range of the party was 21 to 42, and you had to be in that age range or else you're not allowed to go. And we would say that the biggest population was honestly probably 25 to 35, which is so different than any lifestyle party we have ever been to. The crowd was also extremely friendly. I think it goes into that thing that Bella was talking about earlier, that everyone kind of got to know everyone before the parties even happened because of the online website, but everyone was just so friendly. It was a really big party, I would say. We think that there was probably definitely over 50 couples there. The house that it was in was really big, so it was hard to know because everyone was everywhere, but it felt just as busy as a normal club that we would go to on a Saturday night. It also felt really cool that this party was geared to this demographic. Whenever we talked to the owners of YCP, the reason they explained that they wanted to make this party was they wanted to have a place for whenever people were younger and newer to the lifestyle, that they felt like they could go and be comfortable, which to us makes total sense because when we started when we were 22 years old, everyone was older than us. We almost felt like out of place because we're like, are people gonna take us seriously? We just didn't really know. We feel like they built this entire party around that concept of helping younger people get in and get started in a great way. And they did so many things along the way that really set everyone up for success.
We'll talk about what the party was like itself, where it was located, and what it looked like on the inside. So this wasn't in Chicago. It was in a suburb outside of Chicago, and it was held at a really big house. This house had been throwing parties like this, not just for YCP, but in general, throwing lifestyle parties for 20+ years now. And so they really had everything down. Everything was set up really smartly, I feel like. It made sense whenever you first walked in. And they also made you have a mandatory tour if it was your very first time there, which I think is fantastic and I think is really necessary for clubs. A brief description about how the house was set up is you go in and you check in. They give you a glow band, which corresponds to if you're full swap or soft swap or anything else for the night. So if you're a voyeur, or if you're new, or if you're just seeing where the night goes. And of course that is all situational. Of course it doesn't mean that because you have a certain bracelet is that's what you do, but we did think that was cool because then you could kind of tell what people were at least into on the surface. There were a ton of lockers that you could use, and then you walk through, there is a downstairs, which was a dance floor, and then there was also like a basement area. So you go down into the basement, but the basement also connected out to another dance floor, and then there was a big pool. So it was an indoor and outdoor pool, and then there was also a hot tub. So this was a huge house. They also had a huge deck. There was a 420 area. There was a huge lawn. I mean, the backyard was humongous. And then there was like upstairs, which had more rooms for play areas. So they had like specific rooms for play areas upstairs, but there were also play areas scattered throughout the other floors as well. There's about 15 to 20 beds. There's protection in the rooms. If you wanted to play on premise, there definitely was a place for you there.
As far as amenities go, they had a lot of normal things you'd see at swingers clubs. They had ice that you could get. They had lots of different mixers. One cool thing was they did have a refrigerator that was like a public use refrigerator, so you could keep your drinks cold, which I've never seen at a party before. before. They also had little quick bite type foods, like finger foods, that were out from when the party started to probably around 11 o'clock at night. So if you were getting a little bit hungry, you wanted a small snack, you could just go grab something. And they also had hundreds of water bottles sitting out, which I think is such a nice touch, because we all know if you're drinking or anything like that, you need to stay hydrated. And so the fact that they had them so easily accessible was wonderful. Another thing that we think would be really great to incorporate at normal clubs is after you did the tour, they made you watch a consent video. So it is a little bit cheesy, but it's just a nice reminder to everybody there that consent is always a must. And I mean, the lifestyle knows that, but when people are newer and that's where they're starting out, it's really great that they showed a video to make sure everyone is on the same page about how important consent is. The last little amenity thing that we thought was really, really cool was this party started a little bit earlier. It started at 8 and then it ended at 2. But then at 2, they kicked everyone out of the rooms, and then there was rooms for you to sleep in. So let's say that you wanted to stay the night there and you planned on that, or maybe you had a little bit too much to drink and you need somewhere to stay. They would have a room for you to stay in the house. So that way everyone was made sure that they were safe and not drinking and driving. And I thought that was a really, really awesome thing that set everyone up for success.
This, I think, is the coolest feature of this entire party. So they offered something called speed dating. And when we first heard that they did speed dating, we were like, how is this gonna work? We were a little skeptical about it because you know how it goes. I didn't know if it was gonna be awkward or what, but they made it so comfortable. Like Jay said, the party starts at 8 and most people got there around 8 to 9-ish, and then speed dating started promptly at 9:10. So whenever you first walk in, you get these bracelets. One says inside, one says outside. That means you're on the inside of the circle and you stay there, or you're on the outside of the circle and you move. So we all go out over by the pool area, and there was a lot of couples there. Like Jay said, I mean, there must have been at least, I don't know, 40 couples at least just in speed dating. And this made it so easy to talk to people. If you are followers of our podcast or of our content, you know how much we think it's important to break the ice, to go and talk to people. And then once you do break that ice, you're able to talk to more people because you're not afraid anymore, right? So that speed dating, it kind of just did it for you. It was a 36-minute speed dating. You talked to every couple for 3 minutes each. And we wish we could talk to them more. So people would be going, and then you're like, oh no, I wanted to talk to you more. So then at the end of speed dating, you've already met 12 couples. And then we feel like that's when the party really started. It felt like everyone was buzzing. Everyone was ready to just mingle with everybody. And since so many people had talked to so many people, we just feel like everybody was talking to everybody. It's something we wish more clubs would offer. I wish all clubs had a speed dating option like 30 minutes before they actually open for that option, because it's so unique and I really think it made for like such a great experience.
So there was very few things that we'd even call negative from this party, but if there's anything that we would maybe change, there was a couple things. The house was a little bit dated. It was very eclectic, and so it just had that feel. It wasn't quite as like sexy as some places we've been. So especially the fact that it was a very young crowd, I feel like it being in a more eclectic place made it feel, just as I said, not quite as sexy, but I said it definitely didn't take away the sexiness overall. And the only other thing was, we know at a lot of clubs that whenever you play in a room, there's people to change the sheet, or you take your own sheets off, or whatever it is. There was no set rules on once a bedroom was done, like how the sheets got changed or who changed them or any of that. And that's one thing that we always love, is whenever there's a set rule and like, hey, you take your own sheets off or someone's gonna clean them for you. And so those are only really things that I feel like can maybe make the party a little bit better. But I said overall, it was just such a cool experience.
Overall, we absolutely loved YCP. We loved Young Couples Party. And if you guys are in the Chicago area or traveling to Chicago or around Chicago, we highly recommend to try it out. Again, the community aspect was so cool. And especially if you're in that age range and you're wanting to meet more people who are similar in demographic to you, we think it's a really good option for a party.
And like I said, to us, it really does seem like they're trying to set the younger people up for success, which is very dear to our hearts. We made our podcast and this channel and everything to let people know that you can be younger and be in the lifestyle and be very successful and have friends and have fun. And I think they're really trying to make that. I think they're also trying to make it in a way that everyone is successful and enjoys their time.
This party was also on a Friday, and so we feel like it didn't take away from the lifestyle in general, because most lifestyle parties are on Saturdays. So you could go to this one and then also go to a general lifestyle party on Saturday, so you could do both.
We are so thankful that we were able to go. So thank you so much to YCP for having us out and letting us experience your party and your club, because I mean, It truly was an awesome experience. So thank you guys so much for watching. So make sure to leave this video a like, comment down below if you guys have any questions about this party or anything else that you want to know about in the future. So let us know down below, and make sure to subscribe so you never miss when we post a video, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.